Well, hello, Julia and Chantal here, and we are just going to discuss some stats today. We've got the June stats. We are going to be sharing with you some photos of these stats that we got from Title Company of the Rockies right here in Summit County. They pull the stats direct from all the direct sales that happen, so it's not just from MLS. And they've got some unique numbers in June. Like that's what I would say. Very, very unique numbers. And that might lead to some like conversations or questions that we encourage you to give us a call, chat about. We love to have conversations.
That's true. Just kind of looking here at some of the stats. This is for single family home, uh, Summit County. The average days on market this June versus last June, that was up 207%.
Right. 207%. That's right.
What does that mean? There's a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, let's hear the actual numbers.
Yep.
They are 14 days versus 43 days. So they were really low. Last year they were going under contract in 2 weeks. Now they're just over a month.
That's true.
So, 200% doesn't mean 4 months suddenly, but
that's true. That's a very good point.
So
43 days. It's a month and a half average days. It's also, that's for June. It was kind of a slower start to June. It sure seemed like for us here in the high country. It was kind of rainy at the beginning of June. Maybe just a slower start to what we kind of consider our selling season, which is usually, kind of summer into fall. So we're still kind of watching the market. It's middle of July now.
Yeah, we've definitely picked up now.
For sure.
Yeah, we're giving you this mid to slightly into July, and we've picked up. But the numbers, remember, are June, we're telling you.
And the sold listings was down about 35%. If you kind of watched any of our recent or for the past few months, you would also see that we were having less properties listed for sale. So of course you would think you would have less things sold if you had less things available to sell.
Makes sense. Yeah, right. You can't sell more than's for sale.
Yeah, it's a challenge to do that for sure.
Yes. We definitely joke about that number sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Because, sold listings are going to be down if active listings is down.
If you have less to sell, you would think that would be less.
Still a good number to know.
It is. Townhouses, there are a little bit different numbers for that, but not too crazy. They're kind of the same. Sold listings, the number was down by about 31% in June, this June versus last June. Number of new listings was down about 4%. And we talk about as well as how many properties were overall on the market. That's something to look at if you're interested.
Yes. Again, we've talked before too about knowing your stats. Where did they come from? How are they interpreted? Right. So again, the numbers we're giving you are June. So when we say 4% down, new listings in June, that doesn't include everything else on the MLS. There's other homes still from prior months hanging out. So what is it? 147 versus 131. So there were 6 less houses this June versus last June. But if you've been watching our videos again, in the prior months, the numbers were bigger. There were a lot less homes in April and in May hitting the market than the prior. So we're going to start to see that effect.
Yeah, of course. What is going to happen with our market? We have a lot of questions about what is kind of going on. Are these things being affected by interest rates? Is it being affected by the number of properties for sale? Is it being affected by the prices some of these properties are potentially coming in at? I do think some properties we had sellers potentially hoping that we had another great appreciation this year over last year, which I don't know if we're quite seeing that or if we will. I don't know that we will see a big depreciation. I think we still have a number of buyers kind of waiting to see what's happening in our market.
Again, our market has some unique things to it, like short-term rentals.
Yep. There's a lot of changes
second homes, right? As you watching this might be someone looking to buy a second home, you probably know you can be a little pickier, right? So I think we're seeing a little bit of that. Someone saying, well, those 3 on the market aren't the right one for me. We'll see. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see the
It
numbers
is.
in July. I think we've seen a lot more listings in July,
Sure.
but just does it feel like it or is it true? You're going to have to wait a couple weeks. We're going to have to wait a couple weeks to see the numbers to find out, but we'll be coming to you with those numbers soon.
Thanks so much for tuning in. We, of course, always hope to see you in the high country.